Okay, good morning, everybody. Let me adjust the webcam a little bit. We're playing some Devoted Druid combo. It's been a long time since this deck has done anything in Modern, but it has a new potential combo piece from Streets of New Capenna, and I've got a build around it. The new card is Luxior, Giada's Gift. Quite a mouthful. A bunch of like eyes just slapped into otherwise fine words. It's a 1-mana equipment. It costs 3 mana to equip, and it gets equip creature +1/+1 for each counter on it. It also has some other flavor text on it, but that's all we care about for the purpose of this deck. And since Devoted Druid gets a -1 counter every time you want to untap it, you can make infinite green mana if you can equip a Luxior onto Devoted Druid. And this has a few advantages when you play this card over Vizier of Remedies, which is the other usual payoff for this card. One is that it allows you to play Zirda as a companion. Zirda opens up some more combos. We'll get to that in a second. But that's kind of, in my mind, the big reason to play this card over Zirda. 2, Vizier of Remedies is a pretty weak card. Not that Luxior itself is particularly strong, but at the very least this card is more resilient to creature removal. And more resilient to 1 damage ping effects like Lava Dart, Ren, and 6, which is always a problem, I think, for this archetype. Zirda opens up the other combo of Umbral Mantle, and what's also nice about this deck is Stoneforge Mystic tutors all your combo pieces. It tutors both Luxior for your Devoted Druid kill, and then it can also tutor Viridian Longbow, which you can use to deal infinite damage with Devoted Druid. Waffle with the 14 months, thank you so much. QT with the 5, Funky with the 3, thank you guys. So, Zirda plus Umbral Mantle plus a Mana Dork, either Devoted Druid, Birds of Paradise, or Noble Hierarch, is going to result in infinite mana, because Zirda reduces the untap cost of Umbral Mantle by... So, not infinite mana, infinite power. Reduces the untap cost by 2. And so, especially on a Birds of Paradise, which has flying, this is a pretty interesting combo. So having not only access to a free extra card, but a combo enabler in your opening hand every time is pretty interesting. And what I like about playing Zirda is it actually turns your mana dorks into combo pieces instead of otherwise, like dead top decks. Is what I really like about playing Zirda in this deck. And it's kind of my impression that if the Zirda pack, if Luxior enabling this deck to play Zirda isn't worth it, then I don't think this deck is probably gonna make the cut. I see a lot of people trying to play this deck with like Urza Saga. Urza Saga grabs Luxior. I really don't think that, I don't think that Urza Saga is gonna be like the enabler that makes this deck work. I think it's either gonna be like Zirda or it's just not gonna work at all. Is my current evaluation. Darth, the 4 months, appreciate you. Did I see the Vivian combo deck before the prelim? I saw someone tweet about it. I don't think I saw the actual list, but it is exciting, yeah. Flying of birds 3 and 4. Yeah, the flying with the infinite power combo is much more relevant than the Exalted. It's way easier to kill your opponent with the Umbral Mantle and Birds of Paradise than it is any other mana dork. Karn the Great Creator, 4th Luxior Ballista side. Here's the thing about Karn the Great Creator. It's a 4-mana tutor that's really disruptible. I'm really of the opinion that Karn the Great Creator just ain't it in decks like this that are not great at protecting it and are cast until turn 3. Did I forget to pay the doubters yesterday? Looks like I did, yeah. Oh wait, did we win the last round? No, we won the last round, didn't we? Let me check the VOD, I guess. Was anybody here last night? I know we kind of have the morning crowd and afternoon crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, we 4-1'd and we opened a Ren 6. Yeah. Trying to doubter lobby, trying to steal some predictions. Okay, Birds of Paradise would be pretty good here. Kind of can't pass up on a protected Stoneforge Mystic, though. Oh, you were a believer, of course. Alright. Rescind the accusation. Alright, let's grab a Kaldra here. Tapped Water Grave. Okay, feeling pretty good about our chances to get Kaldra in play. Yeah, I think these are Secret Lair in paper. I haven't seen them in paper, but they do look pretty nice here. Could be Esper Reanimator. Esper Control has also been like very popular lately. Grief Pitch of Burial Rites. Okay. Did your deck tech worse? Let me see. I think I may have missed it. Yeah, I don't see a deck tech redemption. Was it? Oh, sorry. There it is. It's in the notification. Can you post the link in the chat? I can't actually copy paste from here. Ooh, brutal. Well. So Ranger-Captain could stop the Ephemerate rebound if I wanted it to. Second Giver of Runes might be nice. Noble Hierarch lets me Exalted through the Grief, but I also have the Giver of Runes for the Grief. Could just grab my Ballista. I think I'll grab Second Birds. It's kind of nice to have with the Zirda. Just be able to grab that card real quick, and then Umbral Mantles could be able to maybe combo kill. Now I don't think I'm supposed to Ranger-Captain again to stop the Ephemerate. It's maybe correct, but I think this seems fine also. Priest of Fell Rites, okay. Don't love just throwing a land. Let's... I guess I'd be pretty happy if they blocked. Yeah, I'm trying to think, if I sack the Ranger-Captain in my upkeep, what am I drawing to? It's really bad if they have the instant speed looting effect, discard Archon, obviously. I think just turning off Unmarked Grave for this turn is probably worth it. Okay. Well, they're casting, I'm assuming some creature. Yeah, Muldrifter. Well, really good turn for them. Thank you, Doctor. Another Ranger-Captain. So I could grab my Walking Ballista, upkeep, sack Ranger-Captain, then Ballista down the Priest of Fell Rites. Over the course of 2 turns. Seems kind of, I also get to put Zirda in my hand this turn, though. Ledger Rogues. I'm kind of tempted to play the full 4 Tainted Indulgence and cut all the copies of Kaito, maybe sideboard Kaito. I really like how Indulgence plays with, like, Ledger Shredder plus all these cheap cantrips, and, I guess you only have the Considers. I still feel like, I don't know, like, I also like how it plays with Dig Through Time, just, like, filling up the yard for Dig. It's interesting, at least. Okay, so here, I can go Finale for Stoneforge Mystic, grab Umbral Mantle, and try to kill next turn. I can also potentially stick with my original plan of getting a Ballista X equals 2. But what I like about this line is I am beating a Archon with this line. So I feel like I should probably take the line that beats an Archon of Cruelty. I guess I'll get the one from a Graveyard. Out of laziness. Freeze with the 15 months more so than 6 months. Yeah, again, I think that's my initial inclination here is play the full 4 indulgences and sideboard the Kaitos. I feel like your curve is gonna be really smooth, and then like your Ledger Shredder, I think give you that kind of extra punch that Kaito was offering before. I think Shredder is great. I've been really liking the card. You probably want like 2 Kaitos in the sideboard. I am starting to like really dislike Weathered Runestone and Grafdigger's Cage type effects too. Like against Winota, you just like cast your Runestone or your Grafdigger's Cage, and then they just kill you. They just like beat you down. It's like, they just don't care about it, and like you'd have to take a turn off, and you just fall so behind a board. Draw the second one, it's awful. I'm like pretty interested in cutting those cards. I would probably play the full 4 Gust over like Bloodchief's Thirst, like 2 and 3. They're solituding my Stoneforge Mystic. I don't know why they're doing this. No, that's fine. Yeah, but I see. I think I'd go -2 Runestones plus 2 Kaitos for the control matchups, -2 Thirst plus 2 Gust, and I think you probably got yourself a deck. Okay, so they get their Archon into play, presumably, but then we should be able to... oh, I guess we're not killing them. We're just making them chump block with Archon. Oh, no, we can kill them because we get both Birds of Paradise are going to have infinite power. Yeah, this is GG. Obviously, they could draw, like, Ephemerate or like, Persist off of the Archon trigger. So sack the Stoneforge Mystic, discard the Ballista. Oh no, they drew something. Oh, it's a blank. Opponent is dead. They should know that they're dead. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they've never seen the combo, right? I imagine a lot of people haven't seen the combo. The people who have been here a long time maybe are familiar with it. But this is back when Companions were first out. This was a deck we were working on a lot. It was way better before the Zirda nerf. I will say it feels great to like build a deck differently than everybody else. Like I don't think anybody else is really on Zirda, and like immediately get rewarded for it in match 1, game 1. I'm not saying this is the best version for sure, but at least like confirms my suspicions that this is a pretty reasonable way to build the deck. Oh yeah, I forgot about the whole W. I mean, they were only at 9, so I wasn't, you know, in a big rush. The Runestone for Healing Reanimator package and Phoenix decks to find a hard matchup for us if we mill them. I think that makes a lot of sense. If you feel like you don't, if you feel like that's more important, then you can maybe just not play Kaito at all. That's probably fine too. Okay, so I'm probably going to want to be pretty aggressively comboing. I kind of feel like Ranger-Captain not finding me super important combo pieces is maybe just where I don't want to be. Maybe I just cut the Ranger-Captains and don't bring in the Giant Killer because I cut the Captains. I just try to combo faster, and I have Ooze as powerful Graveyard Hate and Veil of Summer for Archon triggers and Greaves. Why Ooze over Sash? Ooze has a green mana activation, is also life gain, and you can, it's like, I mean, you can Eladamri's Call for Ooze, you can Stoneforge Mystic for Sash. This is both a Graveyard Hate card and infinite green mana sink for your Devoted Druid. While Lion Slash isn't those things, can obviously be 2-drop Stoneforge Mystic. I don't really think you want to play both. You could play both though. It's really like the thing about Lion Slash is it's good like in exactly this matchup. It's really just like too slow against most other graveyard decks. Spart with the 8 months, thank you. Gonna mulligan this. Okay, we have Umbral Mantle plus Birds of Paradise, which is a combo. I think I'm gonna put back the Mantle though, and then go turn 1 Birds of Paradise, turn 2 Giver of Runes, Stoneforge Mystic, and I might get Luxior instead. Kind of want to see how the hand develops a little bit. Yes. Urza Saga, I think would be something I'd be pretty interested in trying, but you lose Zirda, and like we saw that game, Zirda is like I think a big upgrade for this archetype, and like I'm not of the opinion that Luxior is so powerful because he can be tutored up Saga. I'm more so thinking that the power of Luxior comes from getting to play Zirda as a companion. I think that that's really like what is going to make or what is going to break this deck. So I actually feel like I'm pretty likely to get Ooze off Finale. Maybe not. Let's get the Luxior. Why 3 Luxior? Because I think you really want to draw it. You know what I mean? You know, you only have 4 Stoneforge Mystics as your only tutors for it. So I really think you want to draw this card more often than you would be able to otherwise. We are pretty cold to an Archon here. We may have to sell this in game 3 if they have it this turn. They don't have it this turn. Yeah, it is really weird that with Saga you lose Zirda. It's like very unintuitive. They pitched Ephemerate, so you have to imagine that they have another one. Or, yeah. So they're gonna... Oh, I would have probably exiled my bird this turn. Any channel creatures worth playing with Zirda? I don't know that there are any good channel creatures in Modern. No. I can't ever recall seeing a channel creature and being like, yep, that card is close to playable. Any advantage of the Saga version is that you main deck 4 baby card 2. Yeah, I think people who play Card the Great Creator in this deck are really lost in the sauce, to be honest. It's just the exact same thing I think as main decking Karn and like the red black Anvil deck in Pioneer. It's really like a slow, disruptible tutor that I don't actually think accomplishes very much for you. Okay, come on, Scavenging Ooze. Oh, interesting. I think we're still getting Ooze here. Turtle and the Sniper. Yeah, I mean, not for this deck. Not for this deck. I'm missing something. What is good about Luxior? It combos with Devoted Druid. It makes it's infinite combo with Devoted Druid. Yeah, I couldn't just exile Mending because they have 2 in the yard. Then they could discard an Archon and get it back with Priest immediately. I don't know, typical card up there. Yeah, you would have made the better play. Shocks and Godless Shrine. Fatal Pushes. Okay, well, we'll exile the Mending. They'll be top decking. Maybe it's better to play Zirda this turn. No, it's probably better to... I don't care that much about taking the extra 2 damage. Like, having the ability to... Well, I guess there's, like, not much we can infinite mana into this turn, huh? Ah, dang it. Pretty good top deck. So Luxior just replaces Vizier. Isn't Vizier more resilient? The 2/1 creature is more resilient than the 1 mana equipment. And then again, the big idea behind, in my opinion, the reason to try this version is that this version allows you to play Zirda as a companion and get access to the Umbral Mantle combo as well as the Devoted Druid combo. This is, like, in my mind, the entire reason to play this version. And also, like, I think the take that isn't the old version of Devoted Druid just better is... Oh, I started out my captains. That doesn't track at all, because that deck has been terrible in Modern for a really long time. Pretty dead here, though. Guess I could get my... Yeah, just getting Stoneforge Mystic for Call just too slow. Let's go to game 3. How are we getting infinite mana? They ending Luxior. I have 3 Luxiors in the deck. I'm just gonna resubmit. I think it was kind of a weird game. Don't think they go on like the elemental beatdown plan that often. Round 2, I'm here to get all of them. Okay, if you post a link in chat again, I'll take a look. Update the list. Ooze from Graveyard. Ooze was exiled, right? Oh no, it was. Oh no. Oh, so I didn't realize that the Ooze was in the graveyard. It was pushed, not solituded. Yeah. That may have been good enough to get us back in the game. Although I don't think there were very many creatures in the yard. It would at least, like, bought us some time. I don't know about this hand. I think I'm gonna mulligan. Well, okay, so hold on. I could, this could be an Umbral Mantle hand. I go turn 1 Burr, turn 2 Zirda, turn 3 Eladamri's Call, Stoneforge Mystic. This is a turn 4 kill. I guess we'll keep it. Umbral Mantle makes infinitely big Devoted Druid. Any mana dork is infinitely big with it. Birds of Paradise is the best one because it's flying. I'm guessing Dimilich. Interesting. Dimilich in Pioneer is going to usually be pretty slow, but it will be pretty resilient. Playing 4 Dimilich, 4 Dig Through Time is pretty ambitious. I think in order to, like, realistically accomplish that... Okay, interesting draw. Maybe I should have Eladamri's called for Ooze this turn, actually. I could just grab, Kaldra, too. It's obviously bad if they have a fast Ooze. I like just grabbing Kaldra, to be honest. The dictate for Geo. Keep us a link in the chat. Should Drannith Magistrate in the sideboard? Drannith Magistrate loses your Zirda companion. Zirda's got pretty hard deck building restrictions. Yeah, I feel like if you're going to play Dimilich and Dig Through Time, you need to play Otherworldly Gaze. I think that the deck is going to be pretty hard to, well, immediately punished. But I think the deck's going to be pretty tough to make work without that. Yeah, if they have the turn 3 Archon and turn 1 Indian, good for them. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is a main deck Zirda. We have one main as an Eladamri's Call target and one side. I think you're usually pretty happy to draw the first copy. I think in this deck I would cut the Delver of Secrets for Otherworldly Gaze. And then give it a go. I think at that point it's probably about in playtest territory. Okay, awesome. They don't have the Persist in their hands. Something they keep bricking for it, obviously. They do have a Grief. Happy to cut Dimilich or just play Planeswalker. I like the idea of trying Dimilich if you play Otherworldly Gaze. They took my Eladamri's Call. I'm not that interested in it otherwise, to be honest, though. So I attack for 6, and then I play Zirda, then I attack for 9 next turn. I guess I have lethal next turn without playing the Zirda. It's kind of weak to them top decking Fatal Push, though. I guess it's not, because I can get the Exalted trigger. So yeah, so I'll just play my Mana Dorks this turn. They took call because they're scared of Endurance. They shouldn't be because I have Zirda as a companion. But yeah, they may not like realize that Zirda means no Endurance. Does this have advantages over just Justilia combo? Yep, I would say it has some advantages. Gets to have a lower curve, gets to play a companion, gets to play Stoneforge Mystic as a combo with Tutor, Enabler. It's faster. It can actually kills your opponent instead of just getting infinite life, which is kind of a problem with Magic Online. I think Sideboard looks pretty fine. I wouldn't really change too much. Actually, I would maybe play some Noxious Grasp over the Raven Feeblement. And maybe try to find room for second Noxious Grasp, maybe over like just the one random Soul Guide Lantern, but and then cut Delver Secrets for Otherworldly Gaze, and then just start playtesting, and it might actually be pretty reasonable. Okay, they put a Rites in the yard. They shock and Watery Grave. Was Wargate a thought for the deck? I don't think Wargate's a better tutor than any of our other tutors. So they're saying that they can gain. I'm assuming that they have a Solitude or like Faithful Mending here, but that doesn't do it. I'm just gonna attack. Okay, Solitude pitching Faithful Mending. So I get to gain 3. And then I can go... I get to go Zirda, and I can potentially... What's Zirda's flavor text? Target creature can't block. Okay, that's really relevant, right? So it costs this now 5 mana to equip. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 1 short. So next turn I can go 1, 2. I can go, well... I guess I can sack Hierarch or Stoneforge Mystic. Oh, I can go... Oh, I guess I have to discard the Postmortem Lunge. But sack Hierarch, 5 mana to equip. Then 1 mana can't block. Attack for 6. They gain 3. It should theoretically be winning next turn. Yeah, I would love to play 1 Vizier in the deck, but I mean, like, Zirda's been incredibly relevant all 3 games so far. Oh, they had Fatal Push? No way! Oh, damn it. Okay, it's still not the end of the world. They have to chump block with the Archon now. Assuming they didn't draw, like, land Fatal Push. But I can't make this unable to block. Attack for 9, first strike trample. It also stinks that the Archon doesn't get exiled. Could you go ban to include Biomancer's Familiar main deck instead of Zirda main board? You could, yeah. You could maybe splash. You could splash blue for those 2 cards. Don't hate the idea. Nah, doesn't seem like it costs you that much. Should they coach? Oh, I know. It's tough when I get all the deck text stacked up. I did have the next one. Let me try to get to that next round. That was from Coach, right? No. We won. Awesome. We won. You know, I'm not saying I have the best version here. We're obviously still, like, experimenting. But I feel like for the most part, in, like, your 3-color Grixis deck, why I would be playing, like, Treasure Cruise or Dig Through Time somewhere here. And definitely probably, like, over the Sorens. Smoking this hand. I guess we're keeping this. I really have no idea how we're sequencing. Probably putting back Ballista, playing Timbleguard and tapped and then figuring it out. But Bloodghast with Mob Nixus. I mean, this is a Pioneer deck. We're actually 9-1 with Bloodghast and Mob Nixus, or actually 13-2. 2 different Bloodghast ob decks. Yeah, so I mean, if you just want these 2 cards as your threat, I would cut the Obs, the Sorens. You could maybe I would also play Ledger Shredder. I think Ledger Shredder is great. I think that card is really, really strong. Playing against Scales. Greaves is interesting. Greaves is pretty interesting. I think it's more mana efficient to Stoneforge first, because I get to next turn do a 2-drop and cast Luxior. So, yeah, I feel like I would like to see the Obs cut, the Sorens cut. Four Ledger Shredders added. Now I want to see either Treasure Cruise or Dig Through Time, like at least 2 or 3 copies. Like you just have it's just way too free in this deck. You could probably actually afford to cut a couple lands. 22 lands, consider. You could probably go down to actually cut 2 lands. Seems pretty reasonable with this very low curve. Okay, so I can go. I mean, I'm just gonna cast Gift, Hold Up Call. Does the boss not have flying? It only has flying if you activate its ability. In this list, what about Chandra instead of Soren? I would much rather play a Delve card advantage spell in this deck with Young Pyromancer than a goofy 4-mana Planeswalker that's super replaceable. I'm starting to really hate Grafdigger's Cage and Pioneer. It's probably okay if you feel like Phoenix is popular, but I just continue to be more and more unimpressed by it. I kind of would like to just see 4 Aether Gust, no Cage. Rest of the sideboard seems pretty fine. We win next turn. So we can, I think we're 1 mana short, right? Because we get to go Eladamri's Call for Druid, Lightning Greaves Druid, Equip, and then we can only make 2 mana off the Druid, and it costs 3 mana to equip the gift onto the Druid. So I think we're a little short, right? Cages for Winota. Yeah, I know. I hate Cage is just I think not that good against Winota. This is also it's so frustrating. Oh, we're done. This is also like what's so frustrating to me about like all the like Pioneer, like Pioneer is perfect, bros. There's like a decent number of people who are like just like, Pioneer is perfect. It needs no changes. Like Grafdigger's Cage is straight up not good against Winota. That card sucks against them. It's like you can't mulligan for it. You can never mulligan for it. If you draw it, you're spending mana to not impact the board. Drawing the second copy of Grafdigger's Cage is horrible, and they just have a really, really good cohesive beatdown plan. It's just not a good plan at all. And I just like, I've been complaining, saying like Winota I think is like a not healthy card to exist for Pioneer, and I just have so many comments like, just play Grafdigger's Cage, you know. It's just like that card is just like straight up not good against Winota, I think. We can't really beat the Ballista here, to be honest. And what's kind of tough is I can't actually equip the Luxior onto the Devoted Druid without removing the Greaves first. And I just give them a free window to kill it. Alright, super dead. I think actually dead on board. With the Nexus. I was playing Dragon's Fire. I realized I couldn't cast Dragon's Fire without a dragon in my hand or battlefield from the way it was worded. I thought having a dragon in the main ability without the dragon is basically Lightning Strike. Am I reading it wrong? No, you're reading it correctly. It's a Lightning Strike. You know, this is Pioneer. Like a Lightning Strike is kind of fine for 2 mana, and then it gets powered up when you have a dragon in your hand or in play. You can cast it. It's you know, yes, you can still cast it. I'm a bit confused. So we're going to the Spellskite, which can redirect the modular counters, redirect Ballista, obviously Force of Vigor. I think we're bringing in Caustic Caterpillar as well. Deck for Existus. Trying to fit Indulgence into Goryo's build. Cool, if you post a link, I'll take a look. I do like Giver a lot here. I think I'm going to cut the Umbral Mantle. Sorry, the Kaldra. The Kaldra, the Postmortem Lunges. And then maybe trim 2 Ranger Captains. Is Giant Killer worth? It's kind of I think they don't have like the giant creatures that... But it's like kind of easy for them to play around potentially, and it's kind of a problem too. Like if they're putting like a giant 4-power creature into play, they almost always have Arcbound Ravager, and like it can be a bit awkward, the 3 mana removal. Thank you, Doc. Doc's been doing great work today. Yeah, I thought about playing Pride Mage, Archmage. I decided not to today. Well, this is the infinite mana combo. Is Main Deck Zirda a mistake? Nope. I think you're pretty happy to draw the Main Deck Zirda. It's a combo piece. Having you know, I think it's fine to have the redundancy there. Not a mistake. I mean, I feel like cutting the 4th Jace is a big mistake in this deck. I think cutting the 4th Priest is a big mistake. I just kind of feel like the issue here is... Like, I'm not even, like, really of the opinion that in specifically Reanimator decks, Indulgence is better than Mending. I kind of think that Mending is better. It's not, like, super polarizing or anything. It's not, like, incredibly correct one way or the other, but... I think we have a turn 3 here. But I think Mending's like a little bit better, and like I just kind of feel like this is kind of a classic, like I want to add the new card, but like I wouldn't play less than 4 Jace, less than 4 Priest, less than 4 Mending, and so like maybe you can play like 4 Mending 2 Indulgence or something, and you can cut like the 4th March of Otherworldly Lights, and then just play a 4-2 split. Yeah, cutting the March, cutting 2 Indulgences, playing 4th Mending, 4th Priest, 4th Jace. And I think that's probably fine. I also wouldn't play the Triome here. I think you really need every land to come into play untapped, and your mana is like pretty good anyways. Okay, hold on, let me combo real quick. So we play Gift. Tap. They have something? Natural State Nature's Claim? Dang it. Okay, so I guess we're getting another one. Got Force of Vigor up. Could maybe be better actually to get Umbral Mantle, because that actually kills, and I've got the Zirda available to me. I think both options are kind of fine. Sideboard seems pretty fine. I like the Turoks. I would definitely play a 4th Ending in the sideboard, though, over the first March. I think Ending just being more mana efficient is like the most relevant ever. Okay. Mana everywhere, not a thing to do with it. I mean, we could cast our cast our spells. Dang it. Come on. I'm gonna hold up the force here. What do you think of Doommake's final build? Let's cut on Mark Grave for Indulgence. We talked about this to no end yesterday. I would never cut on Mark Grave. I think Mark Grave is better than Mending. I think Mending is better than Indulgence in Reanimator. So but it's also like the Reanimator is like the easiest archetype ever to just like 5-0 with any version and then think you broke it. It's just like that's just the deck to do that. Should maybe kill both these in response to the Ravager. I think it's probably correct. Really slows them down. They lose a lot of their resources. Guess I'll get the... I don't think it matters too much which one we get. Thank you, Doc. Yeah, sorry, I missed this one. Chunsack, Room for Ob, and Pioneer. Interesting. It's my opinion that the, like, John Sec... Oh, dude, brutal. Would love to kill that. Okay, so now we need to find an Umbral Mantle, really. So, like, any creature tutor, any Umbral Mantle, obviously, or Stoneforge Mystic is probably game-winning. We haven't won a game yet with the Devoted Druid combo, but we have Zirda a bunch. I just really think that this deck seems to be a lot worse to me than like the red-black stack decks. But if you want to play Ob, I think it's like an easy cut Catacomb Sifter or Coco. Maybe Coco. I don't like Catacomb Sifter very much. Plus draws lined up pretty well against ours. I wouldn't play Aghanim's Awakening either. It's kind of a small thing. No way! No way! So I can infinite power all 3 of my mana dorks, and then I can make it to where the something can't block. They can block. Well, I have 3 infinite power creatures, and I can make one thing not block with Zirda. This Bolas play isn't worth. I mean, it's kind of... I've always felt like Catacomb Sifter plus Bolas and Citadel is super win more. I could be wrong, but it's just like... I don't feel like Pioneer is even at the moment like that about going way over the top of your opponents. I do like Unlucky Witness a lot. I think I would just get Catacomb Sifter for 3 Obs. Maybe fourth Coco for Ob. Alright, 16 power. Yeah, this combo is not bad at all to click through. Maybe it's a bit worse on Devoted Druid. Yeah, Devoted Druid, you might accidentally put a -1 counter on it. Which only really matters the first time you do it, I guess. In paper, you can eventually conveniently make infinite mana. No, this is not an infinite mana combo. It's only an infinite power combo. You don't net any mana, right? Oh no, sorry. We do make infinite mana. We do make infinite mana with the Devoted Druid. So I guess I can actually infinite power all 3 of my creatures. Although it's easier to just like make a creature unable to block, I guess. Yeah, I mean, the combo's not that bad to click through. 30, that's probably big enough. Wait, hold on, what am I doing wrong? Oh, I was clicking the wrong thing. Okay, now it's definitely big enough. Let me take a look at the sideboard, see if I have any thoughts on that. But yeah, I've always just like Catacomb Sifter here. Get it back it in. Yeah, the combo is Umbral Mantle plus Zirda is infinite power. And also, I forgot infinite mana with Devoted Druid too. We had talked about this in the past. I feel like I don't like Go Blank that much in this deck specifically. I feel like I want to be more so committing to the board in those matchups. Like, I don't think I would sideboard very heavily against the Phoenix and Blue-Red control deck necessarily. I'm not sure if there's like some good creature you can play as a hoser in that matchup. But I feel like Go Blank is way better in like the more like grindy battle matchups. Or grindy, like, green-black decks rather than, like, you know, mid-range, more traditional decks. That makes sense? I feel like you're kind of over-sideboarding when you bring that card in. I also, like, may be wrong about Catacomb Sifter, but, yeah, that just gets to express my dislike for the card. Alright. If I'm running Ob, do I cut Goose or Manadork so I can sack turn 2? Goose is, like, pretty synergistic in the deck. I would probably try with and without. My inclination would be that it's probably fine to play Goose, like just like have that one small tension. I mean, this hand's pretty close. Boseiju's kind of nice to have. We have a lot of I guess one problem here is we have the Luxior, but we don't have even if we find our Druid, we don't have a way to win the game. Let's mulligan. We can probably afford to mulligan a bit more aggressively. Got our Caustic Caterpillar. Viridian Longbow. It's a kill with Devoted Druid plus Untapper. Is it worth running any non-combo equipments? We are. We're playing Kaldra. My opponent has kept a one-lander. So here we'll just hold up Caterpillar activation / Eladamri's Call. Drew a land. So that's, yeah, I mean, and then drawing a land is just so sad for us. I think I'm grabbing Stoneforge Mystic. It's so slow. Trade 1 up mainboard, 2 sideboard. I would, if you're gonna test it, I would really imagine that you should be playing like more main at first, and see how they feel. It's usually what I recommend. I feel like getting Mystic because like if I draw Druid, I can get. I guess I'm probably getting Umbral Mantle no matter what. Okay. How safe do we think it is to tap out of Caterpillar this turn? Because it's maybe actually good to just, like, Caterpillar this turn, and then Force of Vigor next turn. And then, like, the turn after I can go Stoneforge Zirda. That seems fine. The Patchwork Automaton might be kind of tough to kill, but that's also fine. VIP mod for Shaq. Big day, big day. Second Patchwork. Well, I'm just going to block and kill the Ozolith, I think. I set it out my Kaldra, right? Is Viridian Longbow, like, just randomly good here as a pinger? Yeah, I mean, it's only, yeah, I think Longbow, like, plus Zirda next turn is actually kind of interesting. We can probably afford to go Shields down. I'm gonna get, I think Umbral Mantle and Longbow. Yeah, Longbow plus Zirda is actually pretty sick. Could maybe be better to get Umbral Mantle Lightning Greaves, so that way if we draw a Mana Dork, we can haste with the Umbral Mantle. It's kind of close, too. Okay, drew a third land. First green source too, so if they have scales, they can really go crazy. The attack with the automaton, I'm double blocking, right? Wait, what their attack? What is this attack? They want the ability to blow up Zirda or Zabaz, sorry. I think if that's the plan, blocking like this is fine. I'm like pretty happy if they just kill an automaton. As you suggested, Collar. I don't know. I feel like the fact that Collar is only good with Longbow or Ballista is kind of like narrow. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is... I'm totally fine with them doing this, I think. Okay, so now my Force of Vigor can potentially kill both of these. So, I guess the Birds of Paradise is probably going to be better as, is probably going to be better as a kill condition, right? So yeah, let me just actually play the bird and then hold up either Hardcast Force or putting Umbral Mantle in with Stoneforge Mystic. I know Hardcast Force doesn't kill these guys, but these guys are also just 2/2s. Bing Christensen, 2 months, appreciate you. Zirda, yeah, Zirda has actually been the broken companion all along. Yeah, how are we doing in the K Command waiting room? We're doing a lot of waiting today. Yeah, I know. Yeah, when I say hold a Force of Vigor, I'm not talking about forcing on the automatons. Just in general, we're gonna take this hit, I think. And then obviously like they can maybe go in on Nexus and having Force up is relevant then. Companion Zirda, I thought it was just fine in the main. We have one main, one side. Like it doesn't cost the Companion Zirda costs you exactly Vizier of Remedies. But like yeah, I mean, let's like we don't have to say this every day for 2 years in a row. Companions are broken. Companions are just broken. And when your companion is a combo piece, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. I hate that they have a welding jar needle. What the heck? Wait, so they have to name Birds of Paradise with this, though, right? Wait, if they name Stoneforge Mystic, I have to draw lands. No, Umbral Mantle gives the creature the equipment. It doesn't have this equipment. Oh, but it stops me from equipping it. I can't equip. Right. They named Stoneforge Mystic. So I guess I'm chump blocking. I need to draw a mana. So if I don't draw a land, I'll be casting the Force this next turn. If I do draw a land, I can go for the kill. So I can pitch cast this, I guess, and slow down the automatons. I think it's actually best to go Zirda, and then that way next turn I can kill, and I can just pitch cast, target one Patchwork and something else. Might as well play this too. Out of curiosity, why no Karn lists? I've been playing a list and like the Karn. Karn is so much mana. I don't understand like the like for Karn in this deck. It's so much mana. In a deck that's already so prone to cheap interaction, I feel like all Karn does for you is make you more vulnerable to cheap interaction. How involved do you have to be to choose to be a mod? As involved as you want to be. No, they have Dismember. No! Stop. Wait, they're targeting birds? Oh, now I can't Force of Vigor. Oh, dang it. Alright. Mod for Shaka. Welcome to the team. Well, we still have our Zirda Companion. We can also take this hit and just kill these both next turn, or they'll Welding Jar one, I guess. Why didn't I put an Activated Nexus? Bird's quietly the best draw. I've been saying this a lot today, but this is a big part of what I really like about this deck, is that an awkward thing about other Devoted Druid decks is your mana dorks are horrible top decks. In this deck, your mana dorks are combo pieces. Patchwork is so good. How Longbow kill them? Longbow kills them with Devoted Druid and Infinite untaps. We either Luxior or Umbral Mantle. Okay, so have their Welding Jar up. Magic Welding Jar saves one of these two, but then it gets tapped. Why begin combat? Because they have Welding. I guess Welding Jar removes it from combat. I mean, why does it matter now or after they attack either, though? 2 cards in their hand. Hardened Scales. So I think my Longbow is going to allow me to kill the Nexuses in combat if they have nothing and win the game here. They really have another Dismember. They have a Nature's Claim. Damn it. So I can get Ranger-Captain for Caustic Caterpillar here. Oh, I've already used my Caustic Caterpillar. It's probably just Ballista. And I gained 4 life off the Nature's Claim, so I'm likely to be able to take one more hit here. Could we have played around that with Ranger? We didn't have enough mana, did we? Yeah, because the bird is tapped if we Ranger first. And like Ranger-Captain sack doesn't play around Dismember. Like you just auto lose to Dismember. Oh yeah, the Umbral Mantle is also just in play, so they just respawn. Yeah, it's not like we... Oh no, we haven't cast the Umbral Mantle yet. Never mind. Okay, second Scales. Obviously scary. Okay, this is actually a pretty huge draw. Yeah, just attack for 6, hold up Force, can pay here. Wow, what a huge draw. It's kind of crazy we have not, like, once had 1 spare mana to equip the Viridian Longbow. This has been a great game. Win or lose. They draw a big old brick. They know I have Walking Ballista, so, like, my opponent must know I have Force of Vigor. Like, no other card makes any sense in my hand here. So I think I've got lethal now. Obviously great my opponent, like, bricked for a couple draw steps here, too. Yeah, Yavimaya cannot be played with Zirda, right? Not that you would really want to anyways, I think. Okay, we're 2-0. Every single game we've won with the Zirda combo so far. Yeah, I mean, we've been over it a few times. We're playing against Toborg. Good luck, Toborg. Yeah, so, I mean, obviously Devoted Druid Luxior is infinite mana. And then Zirda plus Umbral Mantle plus Mana Dork is infinite power. And if Zirda, Umbral Mantle, Devoted Druid is infinite power, infinite mana amongst all your creatures. And then you also have Thornbite Staff to ping your opponent infinite times if you have infinite untaps with your Devoted Druid. I think we'll go to 5 cards here. Saying it's so bad. Maybe I'm not. Toborg says they're playing an unplayable combo deck, so maybe I'll just keep the double Ranger-Captain hand. I mean, I don't know if I'm missing anything. I think Dread Arbor as a fetchable dork is worth the downside of drawing it. Maybe. I just have, like, a real hatred for Dread Arbor, but maybe. It is also, like, pretty nice with Finale, too. I did consider it. I just, like... Dread Arbor is, like, my least favorite card to register for a stream. Because it's just, like, you just draw it and lose, like, every time you draw it. It hurts so much. Yeah, maybe we should play Dread Arbor. Let's go for Belcher. With Toborg, you never know what it's going to be. Toborg's always playing, like, the wackiest brews that you've ever seen. I kind of like Giver of Runes this turn. I'm not sure. You just grab Stoneforge. Stoneforge, I think, is a pretty good grab in these spots where you're not entirely sure how you're going to sequence things, but what's great about Stoneforge in this deck is it's just going to be pretty flexible, getting you either your Umbral Mantle or your Luxior combo. Let's get Mana Dork. Umbral Mantle can only make Mana Dorks infinitely big, even with infinite mana. Yeah, it can make Mana Dorks infinitely big. When you say only, I guess I'm confused, like, what else you want it to do, right? Alright, spell is being cast. Teferi, maybe? Ending? Okay. To play singleton formats like EDH Oathbreaker. Yeah, I do like to. I haven't played them in a long time because, you know, play Constructed for a living. But me and my friends built like a pretty like kind of theme EDH decks. I built a Sea Monster Tribal Slinvada EDH deck. Oh, I misread. So normally I'm the one on the unplayable combo. I realized they were talking about me being on the unplayable combo this time. Alright, let's Ballista, so we can try to ping these dwarf tokens. Losing to Remand is super hard. What's the fastest go in turn 4? You can win turn 3. Just turn. There's a lot of ways to kill after a turn 2 Devoted Druid. But Bruno Stormkirk's Sea Monster Tribal EDH? I think I like Slinvada more because it's actually a sea monster. And then you don't have to splash black. Okay, let's go game 2. Could we play one Heliod to possibly have Heliod Ballista Call? I considered it. I've done it in the past too. It's really slow though. It's really slow, and like Heliod is super weak individually. Okay, Spellskite is very good against creativity, right? I think Postmortem Lunge is probably gonna be pretty good against the like more so damage-based removal. Could potentially want Veil of Summer. Could potentially not. I think I'm gonna cut the Kaldra and maybe regret it. Put the 4th Ranger-Captain. Probably submit this. I might want Wandered Forge-Tender. Isn't that winnable? Slam 2 Bops and Druid. It's maybe winnable, but we're like, I don't know. I felt okay about conceding. Maybe a little early. Yeah, I did see the Pride Secret Lair. I thought it was pretty cool. The Bearscape is obviously everybody's favorite. It's my favorite too. I love that card. I feel like there's been like a lot of Secret Lair artworks that you're like, I can't believe they did. I can't believe that that got approved, but it's, you know, it's great. Don't know what else I'm cutting here. I kind of like just like lowering the curve still. Maybe I'll cut a Finale. Yeah, seeing Alesha old is like, I actually think that's really cool to like have. You see the character later in life. Happy ending for Alesha. Yikes. Maybe we shouldn't have 2 planes. Kind of worried about Blood Moon. It's like our 4th hand this match that's like really punished by having basic planes in it. I guess this is our keep. Frost the deck tech, really trying to make Heart Stabber work. Well, I would recommend not stabbing hearts, but you can post a link in chat, I'll take a look. been running monogreen both I've been struggling with strong matchup a lot. Something I'm doing wrong. I don't know. I haven't seen your matches, so I can't tell you for sure. That being said, I feel like the Tron matchup revolves around your Voidwalkers, Thoughtseize, and Karns, so I would want to keep a hand with one of those. Not the worst mold of 4, all things considered, but probably not going to be good enough to get the job done. Oh boy, there's a lot going on here, huh? So we're building Sultai Delirium, revisiting the old days. I gotta say, I don't feel like Tamiyo is very good. It's probably okay. As far as I know, this card like doesn't see like much play in Standard even. Any play in Standard as far as I know. Which is like definitely not a glowing review for a card that you're playing in Pioneer and like in like what is, you know, kind of ultimately a somewhat goofy mid-range deck. I do think Tainted Indulgence is pretty interesting in a Delirium deck though. You get to meet its requirements somewhat easily. It helps you turn on Delirium. I like that you're playing Aven Heartstabber. I would also I really like Ledger Shredder. Maybe your curve's a little too high for Ledger Shredder. I feel like I would want to get that in there. Okay, I guess I'm casting Zirda and then sacking my Canopy end of turn. Maybe I shouldn't have got the basic planes. It's probably fine. Yeah, I think I'd like to see you cut the Tamiyos for Dig Through Time. I think 2 Dig Through Times would be pretty good here. And then Gloom Shrieker, enters battlefield, return target card from graveyard to hand. Permanent card. Oh, that card seems great. 2/1. I like that card. I would really like to see if there's like a... I don't know that there is one, but if there is a traverse target in these... Oh, dude. Well. Going for it. So what's actually kind of cool here is if they kill my Devoted Druid, I can return my Devoted Druid Postmortem Lunge. Damn it. Alright, well. I only have one Umbral Mantle. I can Eladamri's call for Stoneforge Mystic end of turn, though. This is like just lose the suppression field. Yeah, we've actually been losing the suppression field all morning. Basically nothing but suppression fields in Modern right now, to be honest. Cyber looks pretty good too. I just like I don't know if there is anything in Sultai that like is good against Lotus Field that you can traverse for, but that's like I think that's what you need to try to find. Maybe someone in chat can figure it out. It's like mostly white cards though. Oh, that still says the mana base is great. I think that is a good thing to like about it for sure. What a game. I mean, I think that all we can really do, or should really do here, is grab our Luxior, whatever. Try to set up for infinite mana. We have a Postmortem Lunge to beat a removal spell. I mean, I guess they just have the removal spell with the Rin and 6 here. They don't go for it, so probably just getting creativity X equal 2'd. Question about Heartstabber and Indulgence. Does it count as a land? Yeah, land counts as mana value 0. Slow roll, not really, I guess. I would have definitely conceded to this earlier. Okay, 2-1. Tough mold of 4 there. Basic planes ruining our opening hands. Can maybe cut the second basic planes. Okay, on the play for match number 4 against a Yorion deck. Yorion versus Zirda dual deck. Probably, if this is, you know, yeah, for standard 4-color on math, we are probably in a bad matchup. How many subs do you currently have? Mine, I just told you 30 or 40. I can't keep track of how many I have. There's so many. But it's in that range. Deck bad, actually. Deck bad. Gotta lead Mold of 4 against the freaking Yorion deck. Brutal. What do I even do? I revealed Zirda. I'm gonna show them when I'm on. This feels so bad. I don't know. Infinity, thank you for being one of my 30 or 40 subscribers. Thank you for the 25 months. Appreciate you. Also a deck tech for Voodie. Okay, well, I mean, if my opponent has literally nothing, we can win next turn. Surely the Yorion deck can't kill a creature. Team or Kiki-Jiki? Usually when I see decks like this, I'm reminded of something my teacher, Andrea Miguchi, once said. No deck was ever made better by putting Kiki-Jiki in it. Maybe that's true here. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with wanting to play a Kiki deck. Okay. I'm conceding. Yeah, we don't play our Saga, so we can have Zirda. Zirda's also won. Every game we've won so far has been won by Zirda. Okay, play third Postmortem Lunge, the Spellskite. And then I think we probably need at least 2 Forge-Tenders because of the Furies. And I kind of like trimming. I think we're like never winning with Kaldra. Finale's kind of slow too. So maybe fine, cut the Finales. Do you need infinite ping, or is there a long combo with ping or an untapper? I'm so into this. You need Druid to infinite ping, yeah. Oh no, sorry. That's right. Yeah, Longbow actually. No. You have to tap the mana creature for mana. No. You need Devoted Druid to go infinite with the Longbow. I would cut the third Snapcaster for 4th Ragavan almost for sure. I think you're playing way too many cantrips. I feel like 4 opt is probably about as many as you can afford. You might not even necessarily need to play too many raw cantrips with like if you're not playing Murktide Regent. I feel like I would be kind of interested in just not playing them. Just being like way more heavy on interaction, playing like actual counterspell over Remand, playing the full 4 copies of Fire Ice. I may be interested in playing. I guess it's awkward that your Imperial Recruiters can't find you Bounding Crisis. Maybe you don't want to play Recruiter. But I'd be interested in playing Fury, I think, too. So, like, +2 lands, -3 Serum Visions, +1 Fire Ice, -4 counterspell, Remand +4 counterspell, -1 Spell Snare, +1 Spell Pierce, and then -3 Serum Visions +3 Fury or 2 Fury. Well, I'm keeping this. Another deck tech for Rava. If you post a link in the chat, I'll take a look. Pulse of Marasa is, I think, a card I would basically never want to play anymore. Like, Weather the Storm is better against Burn. This card is not good against any other matchup besides Burn. Aether Gust is also not a card I usually recommend sideboarding. I typically think that Ashiok is better against Titan, and Gust is like pretty mediocre in most other matchups. I'd play Flusterstorm over Dispel because it's way better against the Cascade combo decks. I would probably play Endurance over Relic for Graveyard Hate as well. So yeah, I think with the 4 months, appreciate you. And did you post your deck tech in chat, why Reva? Oh, sorry, I needed to kill my own Druid there. That was actually really bad. Dang it, sorry. Multitasking a little bit. We do have our combo. It's going to be kind of slow to get going. Biovisionary combo in Pioneer. Oh boy. Pretty ambitious. Play your Biovisionary and clone it a bunch. I will say that I am of the opinion that this game plan is probably not very good. You probably are somewhat aware that that's the case. How can we maximize this idea? I feel like I don't like these Behold the Multiverses. I think I may like to see the first copy of Dig Through Time. And I almost feel like Dig Through Time is like a really nice if we can make it work here, but we are kind of, I agree, lacking on ways to fill the graveyard. I think I would just cut the 2 Behold the Multiverses, play 1 Dig Through Time, and the 3rd Mindlink mech. I think Mindlink mech's pretty good. You could also potentially play 3rd Spell Pierce instead. I feel like Spell Pierce is like pretty strong in the format in general. Seems pretty good to protect your combo. I'm not sure what the Into the Royals really in the sideboard for. I think I would probably be cutting that card. I've played with Inscription of Abundance and Pioneer in the past too. I haven't really been a big fan. I think that I kind of like the idea of playing the full 4 Snakeskin Veil if you can. And then I would also want to see probably 1 or 2 more sideboard cards for Lotus Field. So maybe go like -2 Inscription, +2 Damping Sphere, -2 Into the Royal, +2 Snakeskin Veil. Okay, next on my Luxior. Ballista's pretty interesting though. So Longbow plus Umbral Mantle is 1 mana for 1 ping. Repeatedly. Let me just attack first. Chariot's cost per minus. Oh, Chariot actually seems really good because it can copy your token copies of Biomancer. I like Chariot a lot. Maybe Chariot over Mindlink mech. And maybe you could play like 3 Chariots, 1 Dig Through Time. No Behold the Multiverse. I like that idea a lot. I think that's great. Doesn't it also make the creature super big? Oh, it does make the creature pretty big, yeah. I think I'm not like wanting to like just go necessarily all in here on it. Yeah, but it does actually make the Zirda really big. So I kind of think my opponents may be more likely to kill my Ballista than the Zirda if they have a removal spell. Okay. Let's take the land over the extra ping, because that it represents 3 more damage with Umbral Mantle next turn. You think Chariot over Mindlink mech? Yeah. I think 3 Mindlink, yeah, no Behold, no Mindlink mechs, 3 Chariots, 1 Dig Through Time is what I'd recommend. Is Snakeskin Veil better than Tamio's Safekeeping? Is Tamio's Safekeeping the Phase Out card? I think the 1/1 counter is pretty relevant to get your guy up to 3 toughness. I could be wrong. Okay, so I think this is lethal if my opponent is finally out of removal. I think it's, you know, that's probably unlikely. I think I'm grabbing Lightning Greaves. Moving this over, attack my opponent for 3. Why no Pillapal in deck? Pillapal is there to go infinite. I mean, isn't that card just like a 2 mana 1/1? I mean, it's maybe still fine. It's not a card I considered, but can't remember exactly the text on it. It's okay. Hopefully this is just Yorion. It's a 1/1 flyer to. Yeah, what's the text on the card? I'm sorry. Okay, so I can go. Oh, I can't make this unblockable, then... Oh, I have enough mana. No, I don't have enough mana. I'm one short. Of making this unblockable, I can't block, and then attacking with my other Zirda for 3. Guess I would have had enough if I didn't equip. I think that's okay, though. Ornament Flyer for 2, pay 2, untap, make a mana into any color. Sorry, I just need to read it. I'm misspelling Pilla. Oh, sorry, I have my filter set. I don't know how to spell the card. I'm still like having a hard time exactly understanding what it does to you. Boseiju my longbow. It's pretty bad news. It's Pilly. So this is infinite untaps with Zirda. It's not infinite mana. Right? Because Zirda doesn't reduce the ability to 0. Yeah, I guess I don't really understand the appeal. Infinite pings? I mean, the Devoted Druid is infinite pings. Like, I'm you know, this, but it's like so much more work. Yeah, Zirda says activate abilities that aren't mana abilities cost 2 less to activate. Oh, it doesn't even reduce mana abilities. Technically, if my opponent has nothing, this is a lethal top deck. Wow, my opponent had something. Because I can make it to where the Yorion can't block. And I can play my second Zirda and attack. I guess I'll just make it to where Yorion can't block, attack my opponent for 1. I don't have a second Ballista. I mean, it just seems so hard to win the game from this spot. This matchup obviously seems bad. Glad to hear it, BNR. Glad you like the stream. Okay, now Infinite Boseijus. Second Zirda is not getting the job done. Probably getting pretty close to packing it in. When your opponent Boseiju, you should have Dried Arbor in the deck. Yeah, only when they Boseiju, I should have Dried Arbor though. Not every other time. I should only have Dried Arbor in the deck when it's good. I shouldn't naturally draw it ever. Okay. Don't love this hand. I think I will keep. Alright, 2-0 to 2-2. Not feeling as good as we were, I guess. Valakut. Let's play our Greaves on turn 2 here. It's pretty interesting. No lightning bolt, no lightning bolts. This is probably an abnormal experience for the Devoted Druid player, I imagine. Okay, so we can Finale for Stoneforge for Luxior. It's pretty small, it's pretty slow though. John the Living End. Oh my gosh. No fetch land? I think I'll equip onto the Hierarch to play around second Ren. Yeah, I bought some of the Pixel Art lands. I haven't played with them yet. They missed a land drop last turn, right? Yeah, they're stumbling. Alright. Things are swinging back in our favor, huh? Sage is kind of an interesting draw. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to finale for Stoneforge Mystic this turn. And get Umbral Mantle. And set up for Zirda Umbral Mantle next turn. You just play this as a land. With the what's this? No, Forge Dispute. Yeah, I just, you know, I just want like the lands. Yeah, Kaldra is in the main deck. I cited it out last round, thinking that Kaldra like is kind of bad against the exile-based removal, and we just kind of have to like try to power through the combo against that matchup. That could be wrong though. X Riveteer's Charm and John's Scapeshift. Interesting. No Zirda to hand. Oh no, I meant to equip. Sorry, I meant to equip Lightning Greaves to Stoneforge Mystic to put Umbral Mantle into play. I forgot to equip the Greaves. Whoops. I might still have enough mana though. Stoneforge or I can go Zirda in hand, Zirda cast, equip here, Stoneforge activate. I'm 1 mana short. Sorry. I still got the second Ranger-Captain. Maybe I should have got second Hierarch. Don't think it matters that much. But here we'll put the Umbral Mantle into play. We'll have enough mana. It'll be fine, I think. Could have just put the Kaldra play, start attacking. We could too. I mean, we have this. I think this infinite combo is also gonna work. Not quite sure the Kaldra is fast enough. It might have been. This is cool. I like to see this. We're beating Primeval Titan here too. GG. Attacking for extra 2. What extra 2? Here? I'm using Stoneforge to put in Mantle. I could have got Hierarch, but I think the flying is kind of relevant. Did I miss Mantle again? No, I used Stoneforge Mystic. Ranger Cap? Oh, I could have equipped, right. Yes, sure. It doesn't matter that much. Bring in the Forge-Tenders, the Spellskite, the Postmortem Lunge. Got the Kaldra, I think. It's pretty. This matchup seems all about the combo. I think we're gonna go -2 Finale, -2 Captain. Press W and tapping first ability. It's just so easy to click through without pressing W. To be honest, it's like it's way easier to click through than than Devoted Druid. Yeah, we've won every single game we've won. It's been with Zirda and not Luxior. Yeah, our first league with the deck. Feel stupid to understand how that was just a win. Umbral Mantle plus Zirda plus Mana Dork is infinite power on the Mana Dork, and Birds of Paradise is flying, so you attack over the Primeval Titan. You guys want to lose the Anger of the Gods? It's been a while since I lost 2 in Anger of the Gods. I didn't see the Zirda power going up. It's infinite power on the Mana Dork, not the Zirda. Zirda just reduces the activated ability. I'm getting Slaughter Games. I don't know what they name here. Would 1 Gilded Goose maybe more be reasonable hedge against Burn? I think you already have a really good Burn matchup because you have all these Ranger Captains for Forge-Tenders post-board. It also doesn't help the Zirda Umbral Mantle combo, right? Because you have to actually tap for mana. You can't tap a sack of food. They named Devoted Druid. Well, okay. Stoneforge or Umbral Mantle combo it is. I think I might like to Forge-Tender. Eladamri's calling for Zirda is pretty interesting. Because then I'm just 1 mana shy of winning. Yeah, I can try to win next turn if I can try to win next turn if I draw a land with Spellskite up. Because I can go Eladamri's Call for Zirda, which is 1 less mana than Companioning. And then I can go, if I draw a land, cast Zirda, activate Stoneforge Mystic for just 1 mana, because Zirda reduces the activated ability, and then I can go infinite. Otherwise, I'm just, 1 mana short. Land? Yeah, let's go. Oh, man. Hell yeah. Feels so good. Can they trigger Valakut? It doesn't matter. I've got Spellskite. They Slaughter Games Devoted Druid. Alright, 3 and 2. New brew. Not a bad start. Kind of liking the list. Let's run it back for at least 1 more. Every single game won was, was with Zirda combo, not Devoted Druid combo, which at the very least supports my theory that if this deck is going to be competitive, oh, whoops, this is wrong. This is next deck list. Don't look. It supports my theory that, like, if the Luxior combo is going to enable this plan in Modern, it should be playing Zirda. So I feel like that is, this evidence is at least supporting the theory for now.